The Berkeley Public Library is embarking on a transformation with the vision to reshape the library to reflect the diverse spirit of Berkeley and become a hub of community connection. Joining us now with more on this transformation and how you can get involved is the president of Pivotal Group Consultants, Dr. Lyn Corbett, and the director of Library Services, Tess Mayer. Tess, Dr. Lyn, thank you both so much for joining us here today on Live in the Bay.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, of course. Very, very excited to talk about this transformation coming to the Berkeley Public Library. But why, I have to ask first, why is now the time? Why is now the time for action?
Planning is always important because libraries are public institutions and we're accountable to the public and we need to be transparent. But I think that now is more important than ever, just given how much change the world has been through, our community, libraries as well. And so it's really important to understand where we are now and how to serve people now.
That makes sense. Yeah. And you mentioned community. Lyn, when it comes to community, why is the community's engagement and involvement so crucial during this time?
You know, Berkeley has a long history of activism and community involvement, and this is no different. We had to try and figure out how do you support this work. So we wanted to make it inclusive. We wanted to involve some communities that often at times aren't heard from. So we've launched a number of different strategies, including community conversations, surveys, mailers, Facebook postings, and other social media events to allow this to happen.
Amazing. And what is it exactly that you guys are hoping to receive from the community in terms of that communication and understanding where the transformation should kind of take place?
You know, we need to hear it all. We need to hear the good, the bad, the ugly. We want to hear from people that use the library, right? There are tens of thousands of people using the library. We need to understand what is working for them, what would they like to see more of. But we really very much need to hear from people that are not engaged with the library, may not be aware of services. We need to understand how can we make it more accessible to them, what would be relevant to them, what would they like to see. And so we're really hoping to hear both of those things.
And what is some maybe memorable feedback that you've received so far from the community?
Yeah, there was a number of them. I keep thinking of these few sentences that people say. One of them was an elderly gentleman who said, "This is my window to the world." Wow. Where there's also a student who is at a local university who says, "I go here for my quiet time and my time just so I can study." And then lastly, there was a millennial who mentioned that she's not going to be part of a book club, but she would love to have a book conversation with people, sharing the books that they have learned. So, you know, at the Pivotal Group, we are a consulting firm, and we're glad to partner with the local public partnership with the library to use our expertise and their connections to allow this process to be exceptional.
And with transformation, oftentimes comes some challenges, but what are some ways or some obstacles that you guys have had to overcome within the community and just through the transformation process?
Well, I'm so proud of our staff and of the library and our community. You know, we've continued to adapt throughout the past 3 years, right? Of course, our staff were back in the building 2 months after the shutdown to begin to provide a curbside or outdoor pickup service. Our staff were disaster workers serving the city and its citizens in all sorts of different ways. You know, we began to do online programming. We continue to do online programming because it's important to provide accessible services for people. And I think that now we really need to look at what more can we do, given how people have been impacted by the pandemic and other circumstances, and really explore those new service directions with the community, in partnership with the community.
Amazing. Well, you guys are doing big things, but how do people get involved? How can they learn more?
Well, there's so many different ways. First and foremost, people can find all of this information on our website, berkeleypubliclibrary.org. We've got some wonderful community conversations coming up, including a multilingual, a Spanish language conversation that's going to be happening on September 16th. So we really want to make sure that we reach communities in different languages as well. We have a survey that's accessible, available on our website. Other types of community focus group meetings as well. Lyn, I know there's one, I think, coming up next week at our Central Library. Is that right?
So on Monday, I'll be leading the conversation, trying to pull information from patrons, but also sometimes we're outside also trying to engage people who maybe not are not normally attending the library.
Yeah.
So we want to hear voices inside and outside of the library, and we view them as community centers that offer a wealth of not only knowledge, but of services to the community.
Well, I'm really excited for this transformation, and thank you both for getting the community involved, because the community does deserve a voice in that manner. So thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was great to be here.